Morning, students. Today we will be studying Shannon channel capacity. So, let us start with the channel capacity. Dear students, we are learning unit number 1, Introduction to Electronic Communication of SYBSc Computer Science. This is lecture number 6, and in lecture number 6 we will be studying channel capacity and Shannon theorem. Dear students, first of all, let us define what the channel capacity is. The channel capacity is nothing but it is the upper limit on the rate at which the information can be reliably transmitted over a communication channel. So this is what is definition of the channel capacity. Channel capacity means it is the capacity, maximum capacity of channel to propagate information through it, and it is measured in bits per second. Dear students, let us consider the opening of the room and how many students can pass through the door of the room, maybe 2 or 3. But more than 4 or 5 students cannot pass through the door simultaneously. So you can compare the width of the door with the bandwidth of the communication system and number of the students simultaneously passing through the door as the information. So the information propagating through the channel depends on the bandwidth of the channel and the time for which the information is propagated. Dear students, Claude Shannon, the founder of information theory, he invented a way to measure the amount of information in a message. So that already we have studied during the study of entropy. So he made it possible without defining the word information itself, or even we need not bother about the meaning of the message. There is a famous theorem of information theory, and this theorem gives us theoretical maximum bit rate that can be transmitted, and that too in the presence of noise. The maximum achievable bit rate is stated to as the channel capacity, and according to Shannon-Hartley theorem, the channel capacity is given by C is equal to B into log of 1 plus S by N to the base 2, where S by N is the signal to noise ratio. And here it is merely ratio, it is not given in decibels, and, and the logarithm is to the base 2. B is the bandwidth of the channel. So from this equation, you can conclude that the channel capacity depends on what? The channel capacity depends on B. So what is B? B is nothing but the bandwidth of the channel. And It also depends on signal to noise ratio. That means it depends upon the power of the signal. So it is directly proportional to bandwidth of the channel, and it is exponentially proportional to the power of the signal. That means the channel capacity can be increased either by increasing the bandwidth or by increasing the signal power. Assume that we are transmitting at C bits per second. Given a bandwidth B hertz, theoretically we can transmit 2 times B symbols per second, and doubling the bandwidth doubles the available baud rate and hence doubles the bit rate. So it will be beneficial if you transmit the information with the help of symbols. If you transmit with the help of symbols, then the channel capacity will be increased. Now let us see the variation of this equation, because it is not easy to calculate logarithm to base 2. Therefore, we are going to convert this equation to log to the base 10. So to convert it into log to the base 10, what we have to do is we have to multiply the given equation by 3.32. So the channel capacity is equal to 3.32 into B of into log of 1 plus s upon n to the base 10. So this is what is the channel capacity is. Now students, let me share you the PPT so that yes. So we came up to here, and we have completed almost the Shannon channel capacity. Okay, so we can define the channel capacity is the maximum bit rate at which we can transmit the information, and this maximum bit rate is stated by Shannon channel capacity, and equation for Shannon channel capacity we have just studied. So here you can observe that I have given you two exercises. Show that according to Shannon-Hartley law, if the signal power is equal to noise power, the channel capacity in bits per second is equal to bandwidth B hertz. And second problem is, according to Shannon-Hartley law, what is the maximum achievable bit rate for computer modem operating over a telephone channel with 3 kilohertz bandwidth and a maximum allowed signal power that guarantees only 30 decibel signal to noise ratio. Students, the second problem we are going to solve, uh, I will show you how to solve the problem. Okay, so what is our problem? The problem is that according to Shannon-Hartley law, what is the maximum bit rate for a computer modem operating over a telephone channel with 3 kilohertz bandwidth and a maximum allowable signal power that guarantees only 30 decibel signal to noise ratio. So students, here you can observe that we are uh, we are studying we are solving the second exercise. Okay, and to solve the second exercise, what we have to do is the two things are given, as you can observe over here. Which two things are given, students? Which two things are given? One is the bandwidth of the signal, which is 3 kilohertz, and second is the signal to noise ratio. Okay, and how much is the signal to noise ratio? It is 30 decibels. Okay, so now let us see how to solve this problem. Okay, so let us write what is given to us. So first of all, write the given things. Given. So what is given to you? Bandwidth of the signal. Bandwidth. Bandwidth of the signal, which is denoted by capital B, and this capital B is nothing but 3 kilohertz. Kilohertz. Okay. So this 3 kilohertz, we can convert it into hertz. So how we can convert it into hertz? 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3. Okay. So it comes out to be 3000. It comes out to be 3000 hertz. So always convert whatever given to you in megahertz or kilohertz into hertz. So what is given? The bandwidth of the signal, which is equal to 3 kilohertz. So that is given. And the second thing which is given with us is signal to noise ratio, SNR. So this signal to noise ratio is given in decibels. It is given in decibels. So how much it is? It is 30 decibels. So these two things are given to us. And what we are going to find out? We have to find out what you are going to find. Channel capacity. Channel capacity. Channel capacity, and this channel capacity is denoted by capital C. That is what we want to find out. Okay. So now here, as you can observe, we have converted bandwidth in kilohertz to hertz. The next thing that we should do is to convert the signal to noise ratio, which is given in decibel, to a S upon N ratio. S upon N ratio. Okay. So what is formula for that? The formula for converting it into ratio is equal to SNR. SNR means signal to noise ratio in decibels. In decibels is equal to 10 into log of 10 into log of S by N. So in this equation, students, in this equations, we are going to find out S by N. We are provided with signal to noise ratio in decibels. And how much is the signal to noise ratio in decibels? It is given as 30. So let us substitute values in this equation and find out signal to noise ratio. So in order to find out signal to noise ratio, S upon N. So this S upon N, or we will go step by step. So I will write log of S upon N is equal to signal to noise ratio SNR divided by 10. Okay. Now how much is our SNR? SNR is 30 divided by 10. So how much it will be? It will be 3. Okay. So what we have obtained? We have obtained the log of signal to noise ratio to be 3. But now we want to find out the signal to noise ratio. So for this we have to take anti-log of this 3. Okay. So we are going to find S upon N, and this will be equal to anti-log of 3. Now on calculator, if you find anti-log of 3, it comes out to be 1000. Okay, so anti-log of 3 is 1000. So we have got the signal to noise ratio to be 1000. Now, what is our equation for channel capacity? The equation for channel capacity is given by C is equal to 3.32 into B into log of into bracket 1 plus S upon N. S upon N. So let us find this value. Okay. So it will be 3.32 into how much is our bandwidth? It is 3000 into 3000 into log of 1 plus 1000. So what you have to do is you have to calculate again this log of 1001. Okay, so this will be 3.32 into 1000 into log of 1001. So you can calculate this using calculator, and answer of this comes out to be, this is equal to 29884.32. Okay, so this can be approximately written equal to, because the bit cannot be fractional, bit is a whole number, so we can write it as 29844, and unit of channel capacity is bits per second. BPS is nothing but bits per second. So what you have got your channel capacity to be 29,844 bits per second. So this is the maximum bit rate at which you can transmit over a given telephone channel using a modem. So like this, you have to solve the examples. When bandwidth is given to you, signal to noise ratio is given to you, you must be able to calculate the channel capacity. I think now it is clear to you how to calculate the Shannon channel capacity, and you must have understood what the Shannon channel capacity is. Okay, so with this we are ending our lecture. Thank you very much.